Hey, what's happening, gamers? Welcome to the second part of my 3DS system coverage. Today we're taking a look at the features that come packaged with the 3DS itself at release. But before we do that, I need to address something. When talking about the PSP's analog, I was poking fun at Sony for borrowing ideas from Nintendo and others the last 17 years. Remember, prior to Nintendo's PlayStation fiasco, Sony's digital branch was just a game development studio. About my analog comment, I was saying that the 3DS one works much better than the PSP one ever did. Now, on with the applications. Located right here is the brightness setting. While not capturing, I use the lowest setting, by the way. Next we have the game notes. Actually, I don't know what this does. Personally, I've been using it to draw stuff with it. The smiley face located here is the friend code system, and I like it much better than the Wii setup itself. The friend list uses an easy 12-digit password. Once your friend is added, you can play games online with them, and it's that easy. Unless, of course, they don't have the same game as you, and then that's going to be a problem. Notifications are sent from Nintendo to your 3DS about games, updates, the Street Pass exchanges, and other features that'll be added later. This happens while your system is in sleep mode, just like with the Wii, and it will add new features to your system while it's sleeping. So it knows everything. It's like it's alive. Lastly, we have the internet browser that isn't activated yet. I think sometime in May this will happen, and I'll be back to review that and give some insight on that later on. Alrighty, time for the channels themselves. The 3DS camera lets you take pictures, well, in 3D. You do this by using the L and R buttons located at the top. By pressing the inner camera tab with your stylus, you can take a picture of yourself, then view it in full 3D. Send it to your SD card or graffiti it. Here you can draw on it, add stamps, or add 3D tools to it. And that's about it. Make sure you have plenty of light when taking pictures though, because if it's too dark, it's not going to look that good. Now the 3DS sound feature is similar to the one we saw on the DSi, and you can listen to MP3s and AAC files that are on the SD cards. The Mii Maker is pretty much the same as the Wii one, but I feel the features on this one are lacking a little bit more, and it wasn't that much fun to make the Miis. The new addition for the 3DS is players can take a picture of yourself or your friends and the system will actually generate a Mii for you. That's kind of freaky. Which you can edit, or if you don't want to go through that, just make the Mii yourself by building it from scratch. There's also an option to connect your Mii to your Miis on the Mii channel on your Wii. Try saying that 5 times fast. There is another feature called QR code scan, but I don't know much about it or what it does at the moment. Okay, so on to the Street Pass. Now this feature is really big in Japan. Here, not so much. Because for one, there isn't anything in my area except a super Walmart, and I don't feel like driving up to Boston or riding the T just for extra Mii characters. There are games built in for the Mii Plaza, like a puzzle and a Find Me side-scrolling action game, and I can't play either till my system picks up more Miis. Plus, if I'm found hanging around a school, people might get the wrong idea. No, officer, you don't understand. I was trying to find Miis for my 3DS. Honest! Okay, let's talk about the 2 games that are added in the system when you buy it. The Augmented Reality, or AR, and Face Raiders. To play AR, you need to first scan one of the 6 cards that came with your system. Here you can play different games. Keep in mind you must scan the question box game first. This game uses both the 3-axis accelerometer and the gyroscope built into the system, of course. However, Face Raiders is the most addicting and fun that you'll have packaged with the system. All you do is take a picture of yourself and then shoot the faces coming at you. As you can plainly see from this video, my dining room became part of the game and the enemies appear all over the place, so I had to turn all over the living room and I got kind of dizzy. The activity log holds your records for the system, so think of it kind of like your own personal stalker. It keeps your personal records and your software library for you. So if you care about that kind of stuff, then have a way at it. The final feature that we have is the download play. Here you can connect with friends locally with the 3DS. This feature has since been improved by the developers, and now players that don't actually own the full game that their friend is playing will at least be able to play co-op with them, until they turn off the system and the game disappears. Also, if you're playing a DS game on your 3DS, you can still play with your friends' DS's for stuff like Pokemon Black and Mario Kart. The stuff on the way looks pretty cool, like the 3DS messaging system of some kind, and it looks like Nintendo has replaced the Picto chat for this. I'm assuming it will be released with an update, probably pretty sooner than later. Also, the eShop channel will be released in May, and you'll be able to play Virtual Console games and DSiWare and all kinds of fun stuff. And also, as I mentioned yesterday, you will be able to transfer DSiWare games that you have on your DSi and DSi XL onto your 3DS, so you don't have to go and buy your games over again. You'll be able to download a feature for both your DSi and your 3DS, so you can transfer the games very easily. Still, as great as those features are, I think you could get away with playing the 2 pack-in games or doing some exercise to find other Miis at a local mall, park, or something. But what makes the system great isn't the hardware itself, it's the games. Honestly, I have 6 games that we'll be looking at for the next 2 weeks. So join me tomorrow when I take a look at Samurai Warrior Chronicles. Until then, thanks so much for watching, don't forget to subscribe, and until we meet again, gamers, God bless and happy gaming.